protector, first empress, conqueror of the dominion, Her Excellency, the highest of the high. Hail be our leadership, the most honorable, most gracious, most beautiful leader of leaders. Hail the eminent ruler, loved by all and destined to greatness and eternal recognition. Hail thee, servant of fairness and justice. Hail thee, O brave one, fearless in the face of danger, guardian of the people, mother of the nation, spirit of our ancestors, champion of the unborn. Hail thee! Hail thee!
Madam Successor, as always, you look exquisite. Who are we wearing this morning, by the way?
Nimrod, you know very well these are my own designs.
Well, your talent has no limits, madam. You can't blame me for mistaking it for an original Prada.
Don't patronize me, Nimrod. I don't care for it. Now, what is on the agenda today?
Don't be angry, madam. I'm just overwhelmed by your voguish style.
What is on the agenda today, Nimrod, please?
Yes. Today is an important day. Today we are signing Proclamation Gallus Domesticus.
Why, Nimrod?
What do you mean?
Well, that ridiculous name, Gallus Domesticus. Why not something more fitting? Say, Proclamation Lascivia, for example.
But madam, it's the scientific term for a chicken.
A chicken?
Yes, a chicken.
Why, Nimrod?
Why? But of course, in honor of your father, our supreme leader who died. Who died?
Pull yourself together, Nimrod. Let's see.
Right. It was because of a chicken that your father died so tragically. So it was only proper that we named the proclamation after it, man, so that we never forget.
Yes, all right.
So, Proclamation Gallus Domesticus will put into effect the handover of the management of the ultimate state of Lascivia to the corporation.
Yes, Nimrod, details.
The deputy CEO of the corporation, Mr. Cinder Purchase, will arrive in the next hour with documents of what we design. And, well, if you remember, it's a 20-year agreement. And it gives power to Ms. Purchase to officiate as de facto leader of the ultimate state of Lascivia. It'll be a seamless transfer of power. Our citizens won't even know the difference.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. Of course, you will be kept abreast of all decisions to be taken well in advance. No decision shall be acted upon without your final approval, ma'am.
Nimrod,
Yes.
how does this agreement benefit me?
Oh, the benefits are plenty, madam. Well, surely an increase in productivity and efficiency in the management of our fine nation is nothing to frown upon. Not to mention the benefits to our economic growth, job creation, infrastructural development, madam. Might I remind you that the people expect a better quality of life now that you're in power. You're young, and they're, expecting you to invigorate this nation with your youthful spirit. Also, madam, in your inauguration speech, you made a commitment to the people. So this is exactly what we need to ensure that you keep those promises.
Nimrod, I'm going to ask you this one more time. How does this agreement benefit me? Don't tell me about promises I made to the citizenry. I was awfully busy that day, I could have said anything.
But madam, I've provided you the detailed summary of the agreement on no less than 12 occasions, outlining each of the clauses, the conditionalities, as well as the financial implications of the deal. Have you even read through the document, madam?
Is that a tone?
No. No, of course not. I was just gently inquiring about it. Yes, madam.
Nimrod,
Yes, madam?
why is it all I'm doing is reminding you of how busy I am?
I am very aware that you're busy, madam.
So, how did it escape you that I do not have the luxury of time to peruse these documents which you have concocted?
Oh, these are no concoctions, madam, I can assure you.
Oh, stuff it, Nimrod. Let's see. Do you know, I had to design completely original works for both Paris and Milan Fashion Week.
Yes.
And not to mention Johannesburg, Lagos, Nairobi are still coming up. Nimrod, do you think this is child's play? Do you understand the pressure I'm under? I'm a top designer, Nimrod, and have to run a country at the same time.
Yes, yes. I meant nothing by it, madam. I appreciate the complexities of your genius, the time and commitment that go into creating your works of art while running this country.
Do you?
Yes, madam. As I was saying, in summary, Miss Purchase, through the corporation, will take over the complete management of the state, including all its resources, which will allow you the much-needed time to dedicate to your life's passion and true talent, one the world should not be deprived of.
That's it?
For now, madam.
Ah, brilliant, brilliant. You're good for something after all, Nimrod.
Well, thank you. Thank you, madam. There is one more thing.
Right.
You will, of course, be generously compensated with a substantial fee on all transactions, on top of the royalties from the country's resources, and a monthly allowance of no less than $100 million. You're welcome. $100 million.
$100 million. $100 million, Nimrod. Do you think that's generous? Do you even know what this country is worth? $100 million does not even begin to account for the wealth bequeathed to me in the soil. The soil I allow you and your wretched citizens to walk on with your dirty feet. $100 million.
But it's money for jam, man.
Money for jam?
Yeah.
Money for jam, Nimrod? Are the stakes so low, are they, that you think giving away my nation's wealth for $100 million is money for jam? Enlighten me, Nimrod. Whose money is it to begin with?
Yours?
Yes, Nimrod, it is my money. I wouldn't have thought of the way you're negotiating such fraudulence. Clearly, you're out to deceive me.
Madam, you explicitly asked me to come up with a way to keep the country running smoothly while you focus on your design career.
And so I did. But I do not recall requesting you to arrange anything to do with money, jam.
But Madam, successor, you have to...
Nimrod, I'm not signing anything until the financials have been redone. I refuse to live on $100 million when I'm worth trillions, gazillions. What was that?
Nothing. I said it might be too late for that.
Too late for what?
For changes to the agreement.
You're full of jokes today. For a second there, it sounded like you were trying to change me into a commoner who takes instructions. Oh, you're being serious?
I think so.
You think so? You think that I, Lascivia, have to seek approval over my land from anyone?
But Madam, in the manual it says...
Nimrod, I do not beg for anything within the boundaries of my own territory. You understand?
Understood.
For that matter, I don't even like jam, so no money for jam. No more mention about jam. Not strawberry jam, not apricot jam, and don't you dare mention marmalade. As of now, I am banning jam. It is outlawed. Issue an executive order at once.
All right. It's been taken care of.
Good.
Parliament's rushing it through the processes, and they've allocated 32 minutes to discuss the bill.
A whole 32 minutes?
You have a legion of dedicated cadres, madam. The bill will then be published in the Government Gazette for input from our citizens, and they will have a full 12 minutes.
12 minutes? I mean, who needs that much time in this day and age of instant messaging? Does anyone in Parliament use the social network platforms available to them? Why do we buy them all these expensive gadgets?
Madam, democracy is a consultative process. Remember, it says so in the instruction manual that we bought gratis from the corporation.
It's in English, Nimrod.
It states that parliamentarians must consult a representative group of a minimum of 50 citizens to ensure maximum participation, or at least to give the impression thereof.
That's your excuse. Nimrod, inform those numbskulls that if they need a group of representatives to participate, they can go online and buy them. We should be more innovative in this day and age.
May I suggest that for the next piece of legislation, ma'am? It should be rubber stamped into an act by 11 this morning, after which it shall be announced on national radio.
Not good, Nimrod. This is not good.
Doing our best out of the circumstances, madam.
You're making me work overtime, Nimrod. Bloody jam. Fix this agreement thing, or should I do that too?
Well, that's why I send you the document so many times, madam.
Nimrod, how can I make you understand how busy I am?
No need, madam. I am feeling your strain as much as you do. What?
No, it's nothing.
No. What's making you so cheerful suddenly, madam?
Oh, Nimrod.
Yeah.
so forceful. I'm launching a label.
Oh, what might that be, madam?
Shoes, Nimrod, shoes.
Just what the world needs, madam. More shoes.
Yes, yes. You see these are original Lascivias made for me by the top designer, Sipho. I'm the only one in the whole world that has these shoes, Nimrod. Do you know how I begged and ridiculed myself to get the top designer to make these for me?
I'm starting to see the significance, madam.
Do you, really? I've been mocked.
Yeah.
I've been ridiculed as the talentless, spoiled brat daughter of some erstwhile dictator. I mean, do you know what this deal with Sipho means for me? My reputation, my influence.
Everything?
Yes, everything. Do you think Sipho would do this just for anyone?
Oh, never. Ever.
No. Yet you thought I was worth a lousy $100 million a month. Conditionalities. Can you even spell that, Nimrod?
CONDITIONALITIES.
Who am I, Nimrod? Who am I?
Madam? Well, you are the great successor of the ultimate state of Lascivia.
Yes.
Only child of the supreme leader who died tragically. Choking on the chicken bone when his limousine crashed into a tree. As his driver swerved to avoid hitting a wandering free-range chicken.
Remember that, Nimrod. If it weren't for my father's financial saving this nation from complete bankruptcy, you would not be standing here. The second most powerful person in this nation. You remember that, Nimrod?
I couldn't forget it if I tried.
Look for a new friend. That's a world leader at 30.
I'd never. No.
Well, your attitude suggests otherwise, Nimrod.
No, madam, no. You're my best friend. You're my only friend. And, no one is deserving of all this more than you.
I'm so happy we understand each other, Nimrod. You know, you are the son of my father's favorite manservant. We mustn't fight like this. We're practically like brother and sister.
But I wasn't even fighting, Lascivia.
That's Madam's successor to you. Don't touch me. Anyway, it's good for me to get these things off my chest. You know, anger just clogs my arteries and kills my creativity. Now, what's this about the purchase?
No. It's Miss Tracinda Purchase. Purchase is her surname.
Tracinda Purchase?
Yes, Tracinda Purchase.
What kind of name is that? Are you mocking me, Nimrod?
Oh, madam. Surely not expecting me to account for other people's sense of the absurd when it comes to naming their children.
All right, go on.
Okay, Tracinda Purchase. Highly ambitious, she's already sold us several of the programs, including democracy, which included a template for human rights for free. Now she is touted as the next CEO of the corporation, so she wants this deal badly. Without it, she has no chance of becoming CEO, and she knows it. So, madam, you have the upper hand. She needs you more than you need her. It's a zero-sum game, so make her sweat a bit.
Nimrod,
Yes, ma'am.
listen carefully. I'm the leader of this nation. It is beneath me to make people sweat, honestly.
I just meant for your own amusement, ma'am.
Oh, well in that case, impressive, Nimrod. So, my father's money sending you to study that useless course of philanthropy paid off afterwards.
Oh, it was philosophy, madam.
What?
Never mind.
I never do mind, Nimrod. That's what I pay you for. To mind all those trivial things you commoners concern yourself with.
Yes? Great. Madam!
Yes.
She's here!
Who?
The Purchase! Welcome!
The great successor. At last. Tracinda, no need for formalities. You can call me You can call me Madam Successor. That'll be just fine.
Okay then. Miss Purchase will do for me, thank you.
Miss Purchase, Please, do have a seat. I trust that you traveled well, Miss Burgess.
Oh, as well as one does in a private jet. Gulfstream, G650. That little thing. Mine is a 7478 VIP. Oh.
Okay, shall we get to business then? Madam? Yeah?
Time is money. I should hope so even for you people.
You people.
Yes.
Do you care to elaborate, Miss Purchase?
No.
All Miss Purchase means is that she's looking forward to signing the deal as soon as possible.
It's been a long time coming. Oh, my condolences. Extraordinary. How very casual of a leader as great as my father, whose misfortune is the sole reason for your presence here today, and your ascent up the corporate ladder.
Okay, shall we get to business, ladies?
Ladies?
My apologies. Miss Purchase, Madam Successor, shall we go on with the proceedings?
Yes, well, it would be inhospitable for me not to offer Miss Purchase an opportunity to freshen up.
Oh, no need. I was hoping for a quick in and out. I'm expected back tomorrow morning.
You have it all figured out, I see.
As I do.
Nimrit,
Yes.
can you see to it that Miss Purchase freshens up? And Nimrit, inform her that I insist. But
It's okay, Miss Purchase. Follow me. Follow me. We'll be a few minutes.
what's with all these ugly shoes?
Son of a bitch.
Sonia?
It's the strangest thing. I fly halfway around the world only to be received like a social leper. A leper, Sonia, a leper. You're a hypochondriac. You of all people should have memorized the catalogue of extinct and current diseases. I don't care about the weather. I'm not here to enjoy the stupid weather. It's almost 10. I told them it would be a quick in and out. I should leave here no later than 6 this evening. What board meeting? Who called for a meeting? And why does George call for a meeting on the one day in the year I'm not at the office? He is a low-level manager. What business does he have calling for such a high-level meeting? Make sure this meeting does not happen until I get back. I don't give a damn what you do, Sonia. I pay you a lot of money to make my life easy. Make sure the meeting does not happen.
Smoking is strictly prohibited under Lascivia. Insolence is not appreciated at Lascivia. The use of violence is not encouraged at Lascivia.
Lascivia? What's wrong?
So my shoes, custom made for me by the grateful fool, Nimrit.
Lascivia, I know you've worked hard to get that designer and that they mean a lot to you, but they are just shoes.
Just shoes. Just shoes. You think my life's passion is just about shoes?
Yes!
These are more than just shoes, you pitiful idiot!
I don't care for the insults. We cannot put shoes before the interests of this nation. What would our father think?
My father.
I'm sorry, I just meant that.
My
It's
father
important.
would be impressed that his daughter has such foresight and adding value to the economy, improving the standard of living for everyone.
Of course, ma'am.
How did this happen? These were my shoes, custom made for me only. He's a liar, that fool, a fraud. Who does he think he is to lie to me like this? And what else are they lying to me about?
Ah, Lascivia, I
As a
thought...
man of successor to you, don't touch me!
Calm down, Lascivia. Stop this nonsense, okay?
I want that swindler ruined. Call the head of intelligence now.
We cannot do that, madam.
Why not?
We no longer operate like that.
Since when?
Since your father died.
Nimrit, you are turning this into a debate. As far as I'm concerned, the intelligence service is devoted to gather information for my personal interest and defense.
Actually, no, madam. According to the corporation section on intelligence services, the objects, powers, and functions must be pursued in compliance with the law.
Exactly, Nimrit. I am the law. What do you think they're referring to by the law?
The law?
Life is meaningless. My shoes, Nimrit. My shoes.
Sylvia, look. You will have the meeting first and then worry about the shoes afterwards, okay? I need you to focus, Lascivia. Can you do that? There is so much at stake in this deal, alright? Please, just pull yourself together so we can negotiate, huh?
Right.
Alright, now go freshen up and I'll go call Miss Purchase. Alright?
Right.
Lascivia!
Yes.
You are not your shoes!
Oh, thank you.
Soil, purer than light, the most reliable. Oh, we are not worthy of your presence. Hail the emblem of all between the earth and moon, greater than the sun. Hail the flower of the moist earth, origin of air, more wholesome than water. Hail the most radiant, luminous glow of the people, incandescent being and representative of the humble people of the ultimate state of Lascivia! Hail thee, O glorious one! Nimrod! Purer than light, the most reliable. Oh, we are not worthy of your presence. Hail the emblem of all between the earth and moon, greater than the sun. Hail the flower of the moist earth, origin of air, more wholesome than water. Hail the most radiant, luminous glow of the people, incandescent being and representative of the humble people of the ultimate state of Lascivia! Hail! Hail thee, O glorious one! Oh, hail thee!
Madam Successor, you have outdone yourself on this occasion. You know, if more people would acquire your discerning taste for fashion, the world would be a better place indeed. I'm sure Miss Purchase here agrees with me.
Yes, well, it would be in her best interest to do so. After all, she's here to see me for a purpose. Am I right?
As always, you
Yeah.
are, Madam Successor.
Nimrit, do you think that where Miss Purchase is from, it is customary to stand during meetings? Miss Purchase, what is the nature of your visit to the ultimate state of Lascivia?
The nature of my visit.
Yes.
Did your advisor not inform you, Norman?
Actually, it's
What is? I know why he thinks you are here, but I would like to know why you think you are here.
Can we get to the business at hand, please?
Yes.
As proposed, these contain the terms of agreement between you, on behalf of the ultimate state of Lascivia, and myself, on behalf of the corporation.
I see. And who came up with the terms of agreement?
We did.
We did.
Please refer to sections A to D for a detailed explanation on how the transfer will take place, and T to Z for the financial agreements. These contain the terms of agreement, including cost to company.
Cost to company.
We we are taking a big risk.
Risk. Yes, risk. And there are plenty. You're very lucky the corporation is offering the service to you, Madam Successor. But that's nothing for you to worry your pretty little head about.
Ah,
Pretty little head.
do you have anything useful to say?
Something useful to say.
Listen, my turnaround strategy for this country will, over the next 5 years, reposition you as one of the top 3 economically viable countries in the world. Under my visionary leadership,
Yes.
under my visionary leadership, this country will be a model of financial stability, a hub of innovation in the region, and a risk-free, safe and stable destination for investment. I see. And how do you plan on achieving this? Refer to sections E to K.
I don't think so, Miss Purchase. That's even your real name.
Excuse me, are you questioning my name?
Nimrod, please organize something to eat for Miss Purchase as we go through these documents.
No need, Ronald, I've already eaten.
No. What is it?
You can't do this, we've already agreed in principle.
Oh, principle. You expect me to sell my land, my people, based on some lousy principle?
Rules are rules, Madam Successor.
You're throwing the rule book at me. This is my territory. I make the rules.
That may be the case, but there is an international code of law that governs both of us.
Oh.
Your rules, Madam Successor, are not exempt to this.
You think so?
I know so, little miss.
You're trying to patronize me.
You are but 30 and a hopeless designer if rumors are to be true.
Rumors. Nimrod, you're making me deal with this surly human being who not only listens to rumors, but repeats them in public. What is wrong with you? Shut up! Well, this purchase. This 30-year-old is no neophyte. I wonder how amused you'll be when I lay a charge against you in the International Criminal Court.
For what?
Attempted bribery, illegal and wrongful extraction of resources to stack your war chest. And human trafficking, ha!
War chest. Human trafficking.
Yes, you seem to think me and my people are for sale. Isn't this what this is all about? The next thing, you'll completely deplete my resources and bankrupt my economy. I don't think so. Nimrod!
Purchase? I'm sure you'd like a bite to eat at this point. Trust me, it's okay. You've got a lovely kitchen, you'll love it.
My
What is this about?
The deal is off.
Off?
Off.
Why? And when did you develop a conscience?
A conscience. Nimrod. She should not have undermined me the way that she did.
What are you talking about?
She's probably on the phone right now, laughing, sniggering away with those traitors.
Who?
Those frauds that sold her my designs. With my shoes.
Oh, no, madam, not the shoes.
Yes, the shoes. Where she thinks she is, rocking up here wearing my shoes, custom made for me.
Madam, what would we tell the nation? They're expecting the announcement today.
What do they know?
They were told that there would be an injection of foreign investment to boost our economy.
Well, it's settled then. No one knows that the corporation was here to run the country. We'll tell them that they came here to rob us, and that I, the great successor, won't have it. My land, my people, my resources.
Madam.
Not for sale.
No, I don't
Put your back into it.
What's the status, Sonia? I'm fine, as fine as I was an hour ago. Update, Sonia, what's happening with that meeting? Have you rescheduled? What do you mean it's not possible? I am the deputy CEO of the corporation. How can there be an executive management meeting without me? You get on this and prove to me you are worth all the money I spent on you!
Palace, Lascivia.
You stay out of my business.
Well, the resident at Palace, Lascivia, your business is my business.
You can't believe this. They're trying to unseat me at the corporation I built to greatness. And I'm being harassed by this intercom I sold to these useless individuals.
Harassment? Aggressive pressure or intimidation? We subscribe to principles of non-violence at Palace, Lascivia.
Non-violence. You talk of non-violence when you have that little monster running amok.
Speaking ill of the great successor will not gain favor at Palace, Lascivia.
I am not here to gain any favors. I am here to honor a deal we agreed on.
Agreements come and go at Palace, Lascivia.
Noticed. No honor. You people have no honor whatsoever.
Oh, we only take on what we're able to manage at Palace, Lascivia.
And what's that supposed to mean, you lifeless piece of...
We encourage reflection of all actions taken at Palace, Lascivia.
Who has told you? You can't possibly be a product of the corporation. I will report you
In future, ensure you're prepared for anything, Miss Burgess. Life is full of surprises at Palace, Lascivia.
You're just not going to stop, are you?
Oh, defeat is neither policy nor practice at Palace, Lascivia.
Oh, just shut it! And before you say it, I know. Rudeness is not encouraged at Palace, Lascivia.
Good girl! I'll teach you some manners yet at Palace, Lascivia.
This is Radio Lascivia FM.
This is a live broadcast on Radio Lascivia FM, the preferred station of the citizens of the ultimate state of Lascivia. Citizens, as of this hour, jam has officially been outlawed under the new national regulation, the Elimination of All Forms of Jams Act 2016. Under this act, jam, meaning a preserve, conserve, jelly, marmalade, fruit spread, compote, or fruit butter, shall not be consumed in any form. Jam, in noun or verb form, shall not be used to construct sentences, nor used in thoughts, dreams, as an artistic expression, in private and public spaces. The only exception is made for the sound of jamming by the great Bob Marley. Jam, if the expression of such as money called jam, shall be punishable by the highest offence afforded in the ultimate state of Lascivia. Large-scale manufacturers of jam will have exactly 14 days to dismantle their operations. Should manufacturers require more time for such dismantling, a legal application must be submitted to the Department of Liquidations. Those who refuse or desist arrest may risk being shot under Regulation 1305.02, shoot to kill. Please note that in the Act, all words or expressions to which meaning has been assigned has the meaning so assigned unless the context indicates otherwise. Where the context indicates otherwise, use your discretion at your own risk of contributing to Thank you, and please remember your many viable new jam-free options, courtesy of the great successor. A. Cheese and scones. B. Money for nothing. And C. Traffic congestions.
They are protesting, madam.
I can see that. Why? Is it a jam? Do they want jam?
No. As it turns out, not many people like jam nor expected money for jam to begin with. The jam legislation was well received. Haven't you seen the news coverage?
David, I do not have time to go through arbitrary opinions of the media. I'm a top designer and I have to run a country at the same time. Now, why are my children protesting?
The people are hungry, madam.
Hungry for what?
It's not a figure of speech, madam.
In English, Nimrit.
Unemployment is high. People aren't working. prices are rising, cost of living is unmanageable. Between the bread cartels and banks, people are struggling just to make ends meet, and they can't continue living like this.
Well, why don't they pull themselves up by their bootstraps?
I beg your pardon?
Pull themselves up by their bootstraps, Nimrit.
Madam, are you serious?
No, are you serious? Do you know how many pairs of boots I've given them?
You can't blame them for conditions created by your father and his cronies.
My father? After all he's done for the people. Clearly, they don't want to work. Look at me, launching a label, adding value to the economy. How can they be more innovative, Nimrit?
Madam, you are in a position to launch whatever it is you wish. It's not the same for them.
And whose fault is that? Mine. I've only just assumed power and I'm being blamed for all of this. If they're so unhappy, Nimrit, why don't they do something about it?
Well, that's what they're doing now. That's why they're out in the streets protesting.
Why?
They know why Miss Purchase is here.
How do they know?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. Nimrit, why are you in my service? If you cannot be bothered to find out what those indigent peasants are about, we wouldn't be in this predicament had you not stopped me from using the services of those intelligent people.
Well, they see Miss Purchase's visit as your attempt to trade and sell our nation's resources, while you keep all the wealth, leaving them in total destitution.
Oh, rubbish. Doing them a favor, saving them from modern-day slavery. You know, terms of agreement only benefit the corporation.
But you didn't even read the documents, ma'am.
Well, whatever, you know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean. You changed your mind because of some petty little shoe issue.
Petty! You call corporate espionage petty!
It's espionage now.
You think someone who has no qualms stealing an original design can be trusted to run the management of a country? What else will they steal from us? Our language, our identity, culture.
No more than what you've already done.
What?
Nothing.
Issue a statement saying that the corporation came here to deceive us. And like my father, I've saved the nation from total collapse.
Madam, contrary to what you people in the higher echelons of society believe, all citizens are simpletons. They won't accept it just because you make an official statement.
Since when? You mean to tell me that the common sense and obedience of the citizens has been eroded in a day? Yesterday they were model citizens and today they have their own will?
Well, things do have a way of changing without explanation and in their own time. That's my theory.
No, but I'm not interested in your theories. It's not philanthropy 101. Get that intelligent man to look into this. I want names. And I want all those people sentenced to the highest court within 3 hours.
But there are processes, madam.
Processes for what, Nimrit?
You can't just convict people without trying them first before the court.
Done. Where are you getting this dodgy information from?
Oh, madam, remember the manual. It says that democracy is founded on the primacy of the law, provided such law falls within the provisions stipulated by the corporation.
I'm starting to think this democracy program is designed to set us up for failure. Now, ignore that manual, track down the traitors.
Madam, I think we'll need to find another way to deal with this situation.
Nimrit, are you the traitor? Are you behind all of this?
Lascivia!
Well, alright then, but I won't be mocked like this in my own country. I need this resolved as a matter of urgency. Now, go! What's going on? Democracy is going on, Miss Purchase. Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it. I invented it, exported it, and implemented it in no less than 72% of the world's economies, lest you forget.
That explains its spectacular failure. It's coming from you.
Your father's technocrats were incompetent and had very little knowledge of applied democratic systems. What we export is tried and tested and has yet to fail where applied accordingly.
So that's what it is. You're too incompetent to implement your failed systems.
My failed systems. I don't think so. We keep telling you people that democracy is foolproof, provided you follow all 12 steps.
If it were foolproof, it wouldn't matter how many steps we skipped.
Anyway, what are they complaining about now?
As per your democracy program, my people are expressing their unhappiness with your many attempts at usurping this honorable nation.
Usurp? If there's any usurping Madam Successor, you are party to it.
No, you deceived me.
How?
You came here under the pretense of helping this nation. And all you're trying to do is climb the corporate ladder through corporate espionage.
Corporate espionage. Now that's quite an accusation, Madam Successor. So you reneged off the deal, and now you're making me out to be the enemy of your citizens. Very clever. That's never been done before.
You can be as sarcastic as you want, Miss Burgess, but you are leaving here tonight with nothing. Go and tell that to your bosses on your way out.
What? What have you heard, and what do you know?
I'm the head of state. I get to know what I want, not whom I want, when I want.
What have you been told, and by whom?
Calm down.
Calm down. You're involved in this plot to unseat me.
Well, that's quite an accusation, Miss Burgess.
Well, are you?
You think someone of my stature has the time to plot the downfall of some overly ambitious worker? No wonder you're on your way out, paranoid old bag.
You talentless little tot!
Whoa, ladies, hey. Calm down. Back up, Miss Burgess. Back up. Calm down.
Nimrit, what's the status?
Not good.
Not good.
They are marching on the palace.
Just shoot them!
Oh, that's a warning, Nimrit.
Well, the police refuse.
What do you mean they refuse?
They are part of the protesters.
Get the army involved, you dunderhead.
They too are part of the protesters.
Will I be able to get out of here? I have a crisis going on here, Miss Burgess, and all you can think about is your own escape.
There's a meeting I cannot afford to miss.
Are you serious?
I need to be out of here no later than 6 this evening. I demand to be out of here by 1800 hours.
I'm sorry, Miss Burgess, but they've taken your jet hostage.
Taking what hostage?
Your private jet, Miss Burgess.
Who takes a plane hostage? What kind of place is this?
They better not be eating my caviar.
I tried to tell them that it's your plane. They don't believe me.
It's Russian. The finest.
For all they care, your caviar could be Cambodian, Miss Burgess. As far as the people are concerned, the plane is grounded.
I don't know why you're laughing, because if I'm not leaving, you're not going anywhere either.
Nimrit,
Can the both of you just calm down, please?
Is this a joke? Are you staging this for my entertainment? If that's the case, I'm not having it.
Both of you have offended the people.
I don't know the people. I've never wanted to know them. I made a deal with her. Whatever lies you decided to tell your people is your problem.
Oh, well, it's your problem now, too. They know that you're here and they distrust you as much as they do our great successor. They say that the democracy program you sold to us was outdated.
they have the nerve to distrust me after everything I've given them.
Madam.
Nimrit, don't matter me. Figure this out. Now, go out.
Fear thee, Queen of Sorrows, troubled by the ire of the people. Fear thee, Lady of Torment, to incur the wrath of her citizens. Fear thee, ruler of disgrace, who tramples on the soul of the nation. Fear thee, Lady of Darkness, whose enmity infuses the spirit of the nation. Fear thee! Fear thee!
Nimrit, get this louse out of here. What's the status?
Oh, still not good.
Not good. Not good.
They have started to reverse Doi.
Ha!
Reverse toy, no!
I tried to stop them.
You tried hard, Nimrit. Not have such impudence. You're not my brain, not what I'm about. What's the reverse toy?
It's an indigenous form of protest through dance. But in reverse, it's the rulers of war. It's simply not done.
Uncalled for nation reared by my father. His manners were impeccable. Where are they getting it? He was influencing them.
This is ridiculous. And for that matter, nowhere in our programs is there proof converging indigenous systems with democracy.
It's ridiculous to you, Miss Burgess. But the people have a right to express themselves as they choose.
I am a great successor. Why are they reversed toy against me?
Well, at least it's not the sidestep, Doi. Then you're in real trouble.
Out, you louse!
First toy, sidestep toy, you're ruining the reputation of the corporation. I will renounce this agreement if things continue like this.
You're announced. You may not even have a job when you get back.
And that's if you get out.
Shut up!
This is the sound of my death now.
stop it. It's not the time for drama. I thought you were some high-powered professional. Look at you, falling to pieces for this minor thing.
But it worked so hard to get this far. The wars are fought.
Ah, so you did come here to stack your war chest. Don't you get away with it?
I need to go home. They will get rid of me if I'm not at this meeting.
Niri, draft a memorandum saying that all those that abide by my order to stop this protesting shall receive 3 pairs of my newly launched Lascivias in 3 different colors. Yes.
I think there could be a better way.
Update, Sonia.
For heaven's sake, why did I even hire you?
Are you a part of them? Who? You're asking me who? The traitors. That's who. Sonia, I want the truth. Did you know about this? Then why is it that this meeting is scheduled conveniently when I'm not at the office? Yes. I see. And when exactly do you think I was born, Miss Smith? I don't care if your last name is not Smith. I've got bigger problems to worry about the name you inherited from your father. Calm down. I must calm down. After you're colluding with that rogue George. Well, I don't believe you, Miss Taylor. Smith, Taylor, what difference does it make? Well, you've given me no reason to believe you. You're deceitful and grim. Don't you dare hang up the phone on Sonia! Sonia!
A heart attack is not convenient during these troubled times, Alex. Lascivia.
I'm dying, and you're telling me it's not the right time for you?
Oh, we're having a crisis. Besides, narcissism is not tolerated at Palace Lascivia.
Narcissism?
Yours is an attack of conscience, which has manifested into an anxiety attack.
Narcissism not tolerated? You're rather naive for an intercom system. Your leader is the epitome of narcissism.
No. Envy will only aggravate your anxiety attack.
What will I do now? Offended my PA, falsely accused her. How will I find out what's happening in the office?
What first about your love?
What? What? Are they going to kill us? Will my life end at the hands of some sidestepping totoyas? I refuse! I refuse to be bullied by some reverse sidestepping Asian provocateurs! I refuse, I say!
Citizens of the ultimate state of Lascivia! In an act of pure selflessness and love, your leader wishes to address you. Citizens, please allow our honorable leader an opportunity to share with you her new plans for this wonderful nation, bestowed unto her after the death of her father, who, if I may remind you, died tragically. Choking on a chicken bone. Were it not for that chicken. That chicken, madam.
Niri?
Yes.
Are they calling me boo?
I love you. Boo, boo.
My people, I stand before you today, the remaining survivor and only daughter of the supreme leader of the ultimate state of Lascivia, who died tragically choking on a chicken when his limousine crashed into a tree as a loyal driver swerved to avoid hitting a free-range bunch of chickens. Esteemed people of Lascivia, let me remind you of the legacy which my father has left you. A legacy which includes the purchase of democracy, human rights, and a constitution like no other. Citizens, we are a wealthy nation, an educated nation, a peace-loving nation. We do not willfully descend upon our streets to protest in such objectionable ways. Screaming, destroying, reverse toy, and even sidestep toy. No. You have been given a lifestyle that some can only dream of. We provide you with luxury cars, double-story homes.
Excuse Mama. Okay.
We are walking everywhere.
All right, sure.
Almost are breaking us. We cannot put them in the car.
Yes, all right. You have phenomenal wardrobe choices that some can only dream of. Yet you are reverse toy with your government using smartphones. You should be grateful instead of disparaging of my leadership. Where else in the world do you get to enjoy the finest foods? Croissant, blue cheese, champagne for breakfast.
Excuse me, bro.
Yes. But we have remained in the top 5 list of best dressed nations in the world. Let's not take that lightly. Now, my heart is filled with generosity, and I feel it only fitting that I give you, all of my citizens, 3 pairs of my newly launched Lascivia in 3 different colors. Yes, citizens, you too will know what it feels like to walk in my shoes. But, as per the democracy program, there is no provision for indigenous forms of protest. And as a nation, we must abide by the rules and regulations of the programs which we buy. Now, if you have any questions, you can consult the online survey. It only has 340 questions and should take no time to complete. That is if you are truly interested in democracy. I'm the mother of this nation. Yes, I'm your mother. Respect yourself, respect this nation, and respect me, your mother. And original Lascivia shall be yours!
This is Radio Lascivia FM.
This is a live broadcast on Radio Lascivia FM. Lascivians, you are all encouraged to fill out the online application forms to collect your 3 pairs of original Lascivias. Please be advised that no 2 people in one family may collect the same colors. For the colorblind, there are special forms to be filled out to avoid uncertain schemes and clashes. Punishable by law if not reported within 48 hours to the fashion marshals. Please ensure that you bring along proper identification as well as items of clothing with which you will wear your Lascivias. Any uncoordinated or offensive garments will be disposed of with immediate effect. The great successor is known for her refinement and discerning taste. Please do not become an affront to the reputation of this nation, so carefully developed and branded over 30 years. You will be persecuted for any such transgressions.
Thank you. This is Radio Lascivia FM.
Beseech thee, wicked woman of reprehensible morals! Beseech thee, for thou shalt be alone and falter, as the righteous overcome those who are against them. Fear thee, woman of little sense and no conscience. Fear thee, angel of destruction and turmoil!
David, I thought I asked you to get rid of him. Why is he still here? Nimrod. Nimrod, are you ignoring me? Nimrod, I am your mother. Excuse me, Nimrod.
Madam Successor, you are not my mother. You are a head of state now. We need to start thinking clearly. We need your leadership.
In English, Nimrod.
What are we going to do? The people want answers.
Answers. They want answers. How's this for an answer? They can all go to jail.
Oh, madam. You can't jail the entire nation.
No.
Huh?
No. Who told you that? Of course you can jail an entire nation. Look at America, where we have secured a 40% containment rate of the black male population. It's one of our most successfully executed strategies to date. No wonder you have these barbarians roaming the streets. Are you referring to my citizens as barbarians? As I was saying, Noah.
Nimrod.
What?
Never mind.
Could you please
stop interjecting, Rodney? It's very distracting. As I was saying, the corporation has over the years perfected its citizen containment program. In fact, our latest version is in such high demand precisely because of its consistent prison entries and the business opportunities. Hey! Tremendous.
Why, there's an opportunity to make profit go to waste, huh?
You're being sarcastic, Ronaldo. But our calculations show huge profits in construction, catering equipment, not to mention hiring the inmates at a rate of 0 to manufacture products. It's genius.
So you are behind the rise of the prison industrial complex all over the world.
We're very proud of it, and so are our clients all over the world. You think locking up all my citizens is the answer? You suggested it. Nimrit, this odious woman, do something. Do something now, Nimrit. Nimrit?
With all due respect, madam, what will you tell our citizens?
You will tell my citizens that soon they will be wearing an original pair of Lascivia in 3 different colors. What else could they possibly want?
Madam, the people cannot eat your Lascivianas. That's not a solution at all.
Are you suggesting that 3 pairs is not enough for this greedy lot? I refuse to give them any more until they change their disgraceful behavior. You're even more witless than I thought you'd be. He's trying to tell you that your people want real change. They don't need those ghastly shoes on. This is coming from the woman who has no qualms stealing an original design, wasting my time in my country. I have opinions about what my people want. What do you have to say? Nothing. Nimrit, arrest her! Arrest her!
Lascivia!
Nimrit!
I'm not arresting her! Just stop it, both of you! Can't you hear them coming? They're coming! This is it! Listen to me. Shoes are not of the essence right now, do you hear me? Now we need to find an escape before they find us. Come!
I'm going nowhere. This is my country. I'm the leader of leaders. Sole heir of the supreme leader who died. Tragically. Open this door! Open, I say! Oh, stop it, you idiot! Haven't you noticed the high level of security in this building? Haven't I noticed? I created the security system. Oh, well, thank you. You've insulated us so much we'll never find an escape. So, the corporation is to blame for this disastrous system that my father acquired. You want to implicate the corporation for your father's poor, if not disastrous management. You blame my father. My father who died. Tragically. Choking on a chicken bone. When his limousine crashed into a tree. As his loyal driver swerved to avoid hitting a free-range wandering chicken! Enough of your father's death! We all know how he died. I've seen the arrest of the chicken and its subsequent slaughtering of the world repeatedly. You don't need to remind me over and over. Ah, Nimrit, it's about time. Get us out of here, now.
I've come with a message from the people.
A message from the people? What?
Both of you are not to be let out of here. The people
Oh, the people. Who are the people? I want names, now!
Lascivia, I've warned you about this happening. You wouldn't listen to me. Now the people have their demands and have asked me to present them to you on their behalf. Right? We, the people of the ultimate state of Lascivia, demand the following. The immediate handover of the management of the nation to Nimrod.
Who's Nimrod?
Our brother.
Your brother?
A loyal son of the nation, a commoner like ourselves. The immediate installation of free will. The deaths of the great successor, Lascivia, and Tristan the Purchase by hanging.
They're demanding that I be hanged. This beautiful body. Nimrit, what kind of children are these? I'm not even part of this. Why involve me in all this chaos?
I've been pleading for them to let both of you go. At least to just leave the country and not return. It was the least, and...
And what? Ringo!
Nimrod! I said, my name is Nimrod! Damn it!
Oh, Sonia. What's on the damn phone, Sonia? Come on, Cindy. Time to get some rest here. Very stressed, you know. What's the point of being stressed when you're staring death in the face, huh?
I will die for no man or woman. I was born with a destiny, and that is to lead this land. It is not in their power to dictate or defy fate.
And you believe this?
I know this. We shall see who is foolish when your lifeless body swings in the wind as the people watch your spirit evaporate to nothingness.
Oh, and you?
They would have recognized the error in their ways, restore me as their rightful and only leader.
I hope for your sake that it will unfold as you say. As for me, you got me into the situation. I expect you to make a plan to get me out of this. Alive!
I'm in no way obligated to do anything for you, Cindy. My country was running smoothly until you decided it needed to move into the new global era of systems. Modernize. Now look what it's come to.
How many times have I listened to sorrowful musings of those held in these quarters? How very boring.
You see? Exhibit A. This is what incompetence results in. An intercom system that is rude and speaks to you as though you are equal.
Now, ladies, you ought to consider yourselves lucky I'm even speaking to you. No one else in this country wants to.
What? I am the great successor, and I'm still the leader of this land.
Not for much longer. In fact, if rumors are to be true, Nimrod will be inaugurated as leader within the next 2 hours.
Who's Nimrod?
Who's Nimrod? An imbecile! Oh, I suggest you remember his name from here onwards.
Nimrod. He has neither the gall nor sense to lead a land. He was born for me. He would never take on this position, even if there was a gun held to his head.
Do you believe so?
Yes.
Well, good thing he put a gun to his own head.
Good evening.
So, Nimrod, I understand you're trying to depose me on my rightful position. How long have you been plotting this?
Lascivia, surely you don't believe I had anything to do with all this?
And why wouldn't I believe so?
I'd never, ever try and...
Nimrod, I'm not even interested in the story you're trying to fabricate right now. I've seen right through you. Ever since my father died. Ever since my father... Ever since my father died, you've done everything in your power to render this nation ungovernable.
Me? Oh, you're misreading the situation, Lascivia.
To think, never realized how deep your resentment toward me was. Even as children, I remember the look of envy in your eyes every time my dear father gave me everything I wanted, including you, my supposed loyal servant.
I have never resented you. It's not true. I repudiate these allegations with contempt and in the strongest terms.
You may do so, but I'm not as stupid as you make me out to be. I recognize betrayal.
You are speaking out of turn.
Nimrod, was it not you who acquired the free will program to ensure I end up with an angry, confused nation?
No, I never applied the free will program.
So, how do you explain their behavior?
Well, maybe it's a byproduct of the updated democracy program that your father bought before he died. May I suggest that perhaps, just perhaps, the people acquired free will on their own? Maybe free will is available on the black market?
And to think, this ridiculous intercom system believes you will be running the country. Is it too dull? Suppose
superfluous fluff coming out of his mouth. There is no free will. We didn't create it. And if the corporation didn't create it, it doesn't exist. Please, Rodney, stop it.
I came here to find a solution. But I can see that talking won't change anything. Have you ever considered, Miss Lassie, that the people could just be tired of how you and Daddy have been running this country?
There's no such. No one ever tires of getting new things.
But it's not just about new things. What about dignity, respect, self-worth?
Remember, you're trying to convince us that what the people actually want is dignity, self-worth, respect. Please, listen.
Well, in her manual, it does say that as an ideal, democracy essentially aims to preserve and promote the dignity and fundamental human rights of the individual.
Fine print, Rodney. Do you read the fine print ever? Dignity and all those other things you mentioned are built in to the democratic systems. Have you read that? You see, Daddy would never buy anything that didn't have dignity incorporated into it.
But dignity is not for sale.
No. This is another example of greedy people. If they want more dignity, they will have to buy the upgraded version themselves and install it themselves.
But they are the poor. They can't afford to buy extra features for any of the systems.
The poor. Sick and tired of the poor. They're an abusive lot. Never satisfied with anything.
Finally, you see it my way. I have a solution for that.
For what?
The poor! Have you been paying any attention to anything I've been saying? As I was saying, the corporation has an effective program that removes irrationality and avarice in the poor.
So what must I do, Nimrit? The poor are asking for my head despite everything I've given them, including training in etiquette and elocution. They can go anywhere in the world, Nimrit, and be taken serious. I can guarantee an 85.7% success rate. The poor will be more obedient and less inclined to demand such esoteric things like dignity and pride.
You need to start taking the will of the people more serious. You think your fancy systems can control people?
Yes.
And prescribe what it is they need? Okay. And you. I don't even know what to say.
Well, don't waste your breath, Nimrit, and listen to what I have to say.
No!
What?
I said no!
Say no to what?
This! It stops here and now! It's been decided! There will be a referendum.
Referendum? You must be joking.
Oh, well, her corporation does allow for a referendum.
You are deliberately misinterpreting the intent of a referendum. It is not meant to give citizens an opportunity to institute lawlessness.
Nimrit, truly, I'm on my knees. Stop this while you can.
Referendum Amba 387 will happen. And it will decide your fate and yours.
Know thee, successor of the ultimate state of Lascivia, dishonorable, disgraceful, deceitful chief of rogues. Know thee with the...
Out. And the two of you, sit down. Be humble.
Radio Lascivia FM.
This is a live broadcast on Radio Lascivia FM. The results of referendum Hamba 387 have been validated. The citizens have unanimously voted that the new leadership of the ultimate state of Lascivia will be assumed by Nimrod, a loyal servant of the people, and in whom the people believe and place their trust. It is so decreed that the great successor Lascivia and Miss Tresenda Purchase vacate the ultimate state of Lascivia by way of beheading.
This is Radio Lascivia FM.
Nimrit, cannot allow this. What happened? Nimrit, I'm your oldest friend. Stop this. They want to behead me. Both of us. And I have to go first.
Goodbye, Lascivia. You know, I never did envy you, but you were never deserving of all this.
get them? My shoes. Has it ever occurred to you that it is perfectly possible for two women to buy the exact same pair of shoes? Where did you get them? Fool, I knew it! A traitor of a man. How did you know about them? What, the shoes? Yes. Are you seriously conducting a Spanish Inquisition over a pair of shoes? Do you mean to tell me that you value an ugly pair of shoes over the well-being of your nation? Ugly. Do you know this is my own design? Oh, that explains it then. Did he call you? Oh, the fool. Yes. So he knew you what? This trip, your deal. And only Nimrod knew of this. Don't you find it rather coincidental that as I'm being deposed, the same thing is happening to you at the corporation? Oh no. The defective programs I sold your father. He's been working with that double-crosser George all along. Yes. And the free will program? George must have created it and traded it with Nimrod for a stake in the country after the revolt. Gosh, you've been bamboozled. I spent years refining those systems, years. And then someone comes up with free will and just like that it wipes out the millions spent on my products. The time, the research, the dedication from my team. Didn't you sell it to us? You never did install it. Maybe he did. I would know. I created it. Maybe it had a defect.
My people of this
divine nation of Nimrodas, I, Nimrod, Nimza, I, son of the loyal and favorite servant to Uncle Sue, who died tragically, choking on that chicken bone when his limousine crashed into a tree as his driver swerved to avoid hitting a wandering free-range chicken. I stand before you in truth, and I promise to uphold the honor of this new nation. Our dignity is not in what we have or what we own, no. Our dignity is in who we are. Therefore, my noble citizens, I bestow upon you the ranks of nobility. We will now all be one in knighthood, and you will be knighted under the orders of Nimrodas, Nimrodia, Nimroditi, and Nimrodita. Yes, you are now all equal before the law. You are royalty. You are worthy. Your dignity has been restored. And so say I, eminent Emperor Nimrod the First, and last, paramount leader of the divine nation of Nimrodas, executive carer of the people, conqueror of all species, lord and master of the divinely appointed, the king of dance. Yes. Hey. Come on. Hey. Hey. Come on.
You thought you'd get away with it forever. I warned you. I told you, let it not be said. I warned you, let it not be said. Let it not be said. Precious child arrived during their time and was neglected, taken for granted, dishonored. What about those whose spears fell on the battlefield? Their mission to end centuries of nights of terror and give birth to golden dawn child. Earth still choked on their blood, too sacred to gulp down. And those whose blood was still traveling to and from the four chambers as precious child landed on their lap, started finger playing, thumb twiddling, lopsided leisure their sport, priorities upside down their undoing. Oh, neglected precious child wept, finally gave up, knowing such mission unaccomplished is opportunity lost. And those mandated with cradling precious, child of promise, their new name became Iscariot. Oh, child named Precious, orphaned, teeth chattering, poshiokered, slipped unnoticed between custodians' porous fingers, slid in the space between the wobbly legs of the carelessly mindless role abdicators, drunk with cheap wine labeled me, mine, people, lost. Mistook this poison for best wine. Their followers raised hands in the air, angry, disappointed, asking one another, how can Moses be a pharaoh and mock the burning bush that tossed him midwife of precious, child of promise? Oh, precious child crashed onto hard rock and wailed into little pieces. Those charged with nurturing, mother of all duties, didn't even notice loss of precious freedom child. Born in their lifetime. Let it not be said. 100 years from today, they hoped for a second chance to get it right this time. But how can the same child be conceived and born twice? And so it was with precious freedom.